rank this. Head coach Ben Johnson had a historical, legendary speech after the Bears' big-time win against the Vikings, and I want JB specifically to rank this scale from 1 to 10. Let's check it out.
Man, here's what I'll tell you is 7-3, all right? First division win, all right? And, man, how similar was that to the first game we played against those guys, okay? Where you get the lead, and then it gets a little bit sideways in there, and we learned from that, and it took all 3 phases there at the end, all 3 phases at the end for us to win, all right? Man, we have got so much to tighten up. I can't wait to watch this tape with you guys, but it's going to be after Victory Monday. Yes, Victory Monday. All right, I got 3 game balls here, 3 game balls. Number 1 is this, man, we don't get that field goal if not for Duvernay!
Man, all that mattered was getting that next one, and I was just, happy I could help you guys out. Yes, and now all that matters is the next one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's the speech. That's the one I wanted to see. That's the one I wanted to show. This is why the speech is 10 for 10. You don't have to say shit. Act like you've been there before. I like the guy a lot, man. I think this is a guy that's a serious coach, serious guy. And he is allowing no nonsense, no bullshit to interfere with nothing. And that is why they're doing well. Because, like he just mentioned, without the kickoff return, we don't get the field goal. So not Caleb Williams. So the speech, though, is simply, this is what we do here. He didn't need no motivation. He didn't need no notes. He didn't need none of that shit. He walked in there just like that because you don't know if he lost or won, do you?
Mm-mm.
That's fucking what coaching is, dog. Guess what? You're happy you won the game. That's what you're supposed to do, though. And listen, I'm fortunate enough to have had these situations where we went on a 9-game winning streak and won it all in JUCO. And I've been on those situations where we're 2-8. And every time you walk in the locker room, you're like, fuck, what could I have done different? It's all the same look for me, though, because I expect to win on this side. And then it's a fucking devastating blow to me on this side. And I feel for those kids that give me their all. Because if they didn't give me their all, they wouldn't be in the game and they wouldn't be playing with me. So at the end of the day, they're still giving you their all. We just have something missing. He is the same guy. As soon as he left the field, it is now the focus on game 11. Game 10 is over. So that's the difference, homie. That's all I'm saying.
Shout out to him. I know that, everybody was a little hesitant to just see what type of head guy he would be because you never know. You could be a really good OC and be a good coordinator, but when it's your first year as the head guy, things may not be as smooth and as clean. But he's proven us that he this was the right hire. It was the right timing. He could have left a year before and decided to stay with Detroit one more year. If you guys remember, just kind of, get his ducks in a row and finish that thing out the right way. And now, man, right now, they're rolling. I love his demeanor. I know we joked about him aging so quickly that first couple months during the offseason. But, man, like it looks like the man is he's locked in. He's focused. He's on the mission, and he's not taking any prisoners with him, man. He's trying to go out here and win. And
here's the thing. I want to be clear too. I went from OC to getting my first head job, and I went 7-3 my first year. Obviously, it was JUCO's 10 games, right? So, and then the next year, I think we went 6-4, and then the next year I went 8-2, and then the next year I think we went like 4-6. So here's my take. The energy and the synergy and everything that comes with an OC that has the it factor and knows how to coach. I knew how to coach. I knew how to be a head coach before I was a head coach because I just don't know how to explain it. It's just an it factor. You know how to push all the right buttons. Year 2, though, is the most telling one because now as the play caller and head coach, you have to push the right buttons. And now do I focus on something different? I know I did. I had to. And then year 3, I hit a little bump. because now it comes to, okay, I hired good staff. Guess what? That staff got a new job. Now I got to replace that staff. Shit always happens when you're the head coach. People don't realize that all the things under you move continuously. Players, coaches, admin, trainers, fucking filmers, everything. Teachers, if you're in college or high school, everything changes. So how you go from year 1 to 2 is a critical thing for him. So I'm curious to see how that goes. Because I'm not sold on Williams, obviously, and I don't believe he's a guy for the long term. But for what he's doing with him to make sure that he doesn't turn the ball over and put him in harm's way is an Andy Reid type of year so far.
To that point before we move on, because you keep using that comparison with Andy Reid and how you feel about what he does with Mahomes. Chiefs are 5-5 right now, right? So if you gave Andy Reid all the praise for how he has led that team and how he's, trained Mahomes and kept Mahomes out of harm's way, et cetera, are you now blaming Andy Reid for how this season is going so far? Because you can't have it both ways.
So now after fucking 5 Super Bowls.
Ask you a question.
Well, hold on, though. The context matters. After 5 Super Bowls, he's shitty. That's what you're alluding to.
I'm not alluding to nothing. I'm just asking you a question. I'm saying when you praise them because of the success and you gave Mahomes no fucking praise, now that they're doing bad, is it all on Mahomes now? Like it flips? Is this all on Mahomes' fault? Or is it?
Well, it's always been Mahomes, hasn't it? My stance has never changed, has it?
No, my point is whenever winning, you didn't praise Mahomes. You gave it to Andy Reid. Now they're losing. Now you're blaming Mahomes and not Andy Reid. So I don't understand how the power shifted. Like, so Andy Reid had enough control to monitor Mahomes' bad play during all the Super Bowl runs, AFC championships, whatever. But now, out of nowhere, fucking Andy Reid lost his touch. I'm saying it don't make sense. You can't have it both ways.
Well, it absolutely makes sense. I don't think you understand.
What I'm saying. I think I'm too macro for you right now.
No, I think you're very micro.
The chat knows. Thank you, Thomas. The chat know what I'm saying.
Well, no, they're fucking a bunch of retards. Let me be clear. So my stance has been the same with Mahomes the whole time, correct?
I guess.
No. I asked you a question like you asked me one.
Yes, it's been the same with Mahomes. You
Okay.
think he does all those short passes. He's overrated, whatever. But he's tough, got nuts and guts. Boom. Yes.
Okay. Now they're struggling, right?
Yep.
And the first few weeks they struggled to start the season, and they didn't have what?
Some of their weapons. Rasheed Rice.
Okay, so who's he throwing to? Nobody. So at the end of the day, when the book is out on you, when you don't have the talent, how's their O-line been? How's the Chiefs O-line been? Mid. Well, one of the guys was gone for a whole month. We don't even know why. But I want to be clear. Don't you say how shitty this O-line is for Shedeur every day?
No, I don't.
Hold on.
He just played.
Whoa.
I haven't. No, I haven't.
But Daniel Jones's issue wasn't the O-line, but that's what it was, right? But he was shitty, right? After he won the playoff game? Because they had no O-line, no wideouts, and blah, 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 blah. We make all these excuses for everything else, but now all of a sudden it's Andy Reid.
I didn't say it is. I'm asking you a question. I'm saying, because I give praise to Andy and Mahomes. I think Andy calls a great game, but Mahomes has to go out there and execute. I think Mahomes is clutch. I think he can make any throw on the field. I think he ad-libs like no other. I think he has the it factor. I've always praised Mahomes. You don't. So what I'm saying is, if you gave pretty much all the credit to Andy Reid when they won, then you have to put the same type of praise or negative connotation to them when they lose. You can't flip. You can't decide when to put it on Mahomes or when to put it on Andy Reid when it benefits you. That don't make sense. That's all I'm saying.
It's never benefited me. It's always been the same story. Here's the issue. Chiefs defense is not as good as it's been during the Super Bowl runs. They're still good, solid, but they're not the same. Chris Jones is not the same guy. If you watch fucking football and understand football, you would know. Number one, their DBs are not very good. Number two, secondary is pretty mid. Now, run game. No run game is absolutely non-existent. Kareem Hunt is your main back. He's fucking garbage. He's old. He's slow. That's what they have. Pacheco we thought was going to be good is not good. So a bad evaluation on the running back room. And then if we want to go macro, if I don't have a Tyreek Hill or the shitbird Rice early on, and I get my quick game, which is what they live and die by, can't get them the ball right now, guess what defenses are going to do? They're going to press us now. We're not going to be able to throw bubble screen and now make us throw vertical, which you couldn't do against who? Tyreek Hill, a younger Kelsey, and other guys. Now you have a bunch of stiffs out here other than Rice and Worthy, who I'm pressing now, and now you have to win and run routes. Guess what? That takes time, right? Takes a little time, doesn't it? Well, guess what?
Hollywood Brown, you got Rasheed Rice and Worthy. You got guys who are solid and who can move. Stop it. Let's not go that far.
See, I break it down so macro that nobody can even grasp what I'm going to. So when you have to run vertical routes now, guess what? Patrick Mahomes needs to throw those routes.
Time.
And then their O-line shitty, so what happens?
He gets hit or he has to rush the pass.
So is that now different play calling by Andy Reid, or is it just personnel that's shitty now?